Hello, everybody. This is the daily. It's the next 24 to 36 hours of energy where you might hear, see, or experience things from when you watch it, not from when it's uploaded. And I hope everybody is well. Hey, Mega. How you doing? Oh. It's trying to say we're getting started already, but we're just not ready yet. We're doing the introductions. So I hope everybody's doing well, that the energy is doing good. I was kind of down yesterday. I couldn't come on, so I had a lot going on. But I'm back today, and I hope everything... Oh, you were recovering from yesterday? I hear you. Yeah, I didn't really do much. I'm normally... Just so everybody is aware and they're made aware of it, during the new, which we're still a couple days away from the new moon energy, I go down. I sleep. Yeah, it's hard for me to wake up during the new moon energy, and I think we are 4 days away from the new moon. Not sure. Hey, Kristen, welcome in. All right, so let's see. What do we have first? Spirit, what do we need to know first? Coming in. I heard it right hot off the press. I don't know what that is. Oh my goodness. I forgot that was coming up. Huh. Jeez. That would have been fun. I probably need to get out of my house to do celebrating and stuff, but I don't typically go nowhere. Okay, let's see. Ooh. Okay, so we have some inner transformation. Okay. Oh, and at the bottom of the deck, you've got the fawn right there. Somebody's, I'm going through changes. But you are heavily on somebody's mind, like heavily. They grin when they think about you. This could be your fawn. Let me see, I gotta move this. I'll put this on the laptop. Okay, I feel like I want to like rearrange everything for some reason. I don't know. It's weird. But then you got the fairies of the future after all of that, which talks about being present, moving forward. So there's, well, and I'm noticing the wand. Like I'm gonna, like this fairy is gonna, wait, oops. God, this camera setup is horrible. There we go. The wand. I'm looking at the wand. And the way how I have it set up, which you guys can probably see, it's hitting over here. Oh, wow, I'm hearing that. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? What is going on? Oh, what is going on? Oh, that is kind of sad. I'm sorry. I was just singing that song, Why Can't We Be Friends? The fawn is supposed to be your best friend, but the urn fell right on top of that. So, oh, cool. I was saying cool to the 222. My eyes, I'm trying to read the messages. Oh, this is a collective, Mega. Let me see. Okay, so it's like something happened. Somebody's feeling like the loss of a friend, and they're thinking about you heavily. What is this? Tell me what's going on. What is going on here? Why can't we be friends? The eclipse. They're masking. Oh, wow, and happening soon. But they're trying to mask something, which comes out with the heart and mind. They're trying to mask that. This person probably doesn't even tell you, how drawn they are to you. Because you got happening soon, happening now, and the magnets. And it probably has to do with the fairy that has a little wand to like ding. Oh, and the ladybug. Okay, well, it just feels like it's in the energy. It's in the air. Trying to move forward. You might be shocked. You might be holding your cell phone and get a message and you're looking at it like, huh, fancy that. Look who's in my phone. I don't know. Could happen. But, jeez. They're carefully planning. Wow. It comes with the ring. So that's more or less like a promise. I promise you that I will make it up to you. And give you what you want with the mortal and pestle. I don't know what's going on with this person. This is like a friend of yours and something happened because the urn, like it's over, it's done. It's just, there was a setback. There was something that happened and now they can't get you off their mind and they want to be friends or something. Tell me more. Please and thank you. Can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? The Chariot, they want to move something forward. So, let's see. Moving something forward. 3 of Swords. The way they're moving right now, this person is operating or moving with like, their heart hurts. If that makes sense. Feels like operating with a broken heart. Okay. Hurt feelings. But then they get, it's the Page of Wands. So they get a new idea, strength. They could reach out. It's 5 of Pentacles. With the Knight of, it feels like it's taking a long time. And that's probably why they feel lost. Because they don't know how to show up. What am I talking about here? I mean, that makes sense. I mean, this is a friend that like really hurt you. Yeah, you get the Tower with the Moon. Fool. It's unexpected, but they want to show up secretly. Why? And it's the Fool. But they might try to offer you something, but they don't, feel like they don't have much to offer. Which, why does somebody need to show up with stuff? This feels like stuff. This doesn't mean, this doesn't, I don't know what I'm talking about here. It feels like stuff. Like this person is trying to think of how this person might want to or tries to show up with like guilt gifts, if that makes sense. And they don't have, or they feel like they don't have something. 4 of Wands, a foundation. Because something's silent. 10 of Swords, the ending was, this person's not saying how much they feel the same. So, yeah, and then you got the healing at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so what I'm getting here is that this is a friend and something happened between you in this friendship. They want to come forward. They're heavily thinking about it. But what you don't know and what's being hidden is like the being drawn to you. And they're walking around or they're moving forward and trying to move on, but it's like their heart hurts. And they want to reach out. They want to do something, but it's like they feel like they don't have enough to bring forward. And then in a strange sense, it feels like they want to do like they probably just don't. Okay, let me clarify before I keep doing that. Because for some of you, it's like a secret meetup. For others of you, it's kind of like they just don't know how you're going to take it. Something's blocked. The obstacles, something doesn't seem what, yeah, see, and then you got there's an optical illusion here. Something's not what it seems. And then you get the fine print. Resources. The heart. Let me see. For some of you, this can go either way. It's kind of like, it could go good or it can go, yeah, where you're right in tandem with this person. So there's like core values and all of this type of thing. And if that could very well be what this person is going through, where they're kind of like, well, this can go either way. And I just don't know how to, well, you're not going to know unless you actually do that. But it feels like at the end of it all, they want to 6 of Pentacles, which is reciprocate with you. But it's a stalemate. The Devil. Wow. They are being restricted right now because it could be because of a Capricorn or because of a difficult relationship, a child. This person feels, that's weird. Okay, so this person feels like you're innocent in this. Which, I mean, if you were just this person's friend, then I don't see why you would be blamed for, I don't know. Wow, and then you've got the toxic. Or somebody betrayed somebody who was like a unselfish person. And that was your friend. Because you got the dolphins. And you guys had an uncommon bond. And you guys would collaborate together. Or their supporter. Oh. So basically, what we have here is somebody ended up cutting off their support because they were tied to something else. And so now that the friendships ended, they now realize, or they now feel the emptiness, the empty space. And it's just like, why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Now they want to come back and be your friend. So, but something's blocking them. That's what it feels like. Wow, and then you've got the Sword and the Truth. And this person's done this before. I want to say that. I don't know if it's been to this extreme or they're feeling it really strong this time or what it is. But somebody wants to hear you out. Why did I say somebody wants to hear you out? They want you to hear them out because they want to tell you you were right. So if you told somebody, you know, something about a situation, oh, awesome, from the UK, that's awesome. If you told somebody something and then somehow the friendship or what have you had happened, you were right in that situation and they're figuring it out that you were right. So you might get some form of confirmation during the next 24 to 36 hours of that situation. And it might come in the form of a message because I'm still looking at that where it's like ding, and then you find out about it. It's irrevocable change. Somebody's going through a transformation too. Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea who this is or what this is. I mean, I can ask, who is this person that's trying to come back and mend this? This would have been like I mean, it's your fawn person. This person had the same type of energy as you. Could have been a King of Cups. For some of you, this might be masculine who was not there. They weren't their emotions were not balanced. Or they have water in their chart, which is what? Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. But they're slowly, Two of Cups. They want to come back together. You're going to hear from them. They've been watching you. Or they're getting some form of piece of information about what this is. Strength. Person could have water and fire in their chart. They regret it. They do. They do regret what happened. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, this person does. They feel remorse. They do. Okay, so is that the Empress? Because you were an Empress to them, meaning like you were nurturing and caring. And didn't I say that? Like you were their support? So they're realizing it now that they messed up. Okay. All right, so moving on to the next. Oh, what else do you have, Spirit? What else do we need to know during this time frame? What else do we need to know? Yeah. Okay, what else do we need to know at this time? The next 24 to 36. What do we need to hear and know? Wow. They came out to play. The Moon Daughters. And this connection. Wow. Wow. And at the bottom of the deck, you've got the same card again. So we're still going through that energy. Did I miss something, Spirit? Tell me. This is a deep connection that you have with this person. Because there was changes. Inner shadow work. Like the feminine in this, you might have been really sad. Because you got, the inner shadows, nightmares, depression, madness, and growth. It's like you went through all of that and you probably had to actually call upon. It's like the Moon Daughters are, trying to wake something up here. Wow. To lift somebody out of the shadows. That's exactly what that is. Oh, well, basically just let, what I would do, because a lot of times you have to let the energy play out first, and you might be surprised. So just let the energy play out. Don't hold control over who this person is or what this is. Just let the energy play out. Because a lot of times for me, especially because I don't hang out with people, I don't do anything but, really just sit in my house. And, I do Netflix and chill by myself or with my kids. And a lot of times it'll be one of my kids that plays the role of one of the characters, or it'll be something I'm watching on TV. It's maddening. So just let the energy play out first. What is this? Lifting out of negativity. That's what I'm saying. That was my point. Lifting out of the shadow, healing from the shadow. So this is the same thing. Right. What is going on here? Somebody's lonely. Kept apart, separation. You're separated from this person. I think that's what I was saying. Yeah, separation. Double confirmation on separation here. Just isolation. The Devil. Clouds. Death. There might have been a lot of toxic energy. I keep saying toxic, but like devil energy, which is the same as toxic, happening. And it was creating like doubt, or even somebody who's overthinking anything that you obsess doing or you do too much of. It can, be categorized as that, because then you've got the clouds, which is, thoughts. And then there's the problems and the doubts and the confusion and misunderstandings. And that's what changed everything because of the death card. And that could have been what ended this connection. And now it's trying to be lifted out of this. Why are we still talking about, what did I miss? Because why is this coming back in? What did I miss? Can you tell me? I heard the other half. Okay. What did I miss? Okay, some illumination. Self-discovery. Fruitful. The Wheel of Fortune. This was supposed to happen tonight. Yoga. It feels like so you could have. It feels like balanced and relaxed and taking a break. And you probably just needed a break from this person. Wow. And then they come back around. They do. So why? Oh, you know what? I think I kind of get it a little bit too. The first part of what I was saying happens. And then, hey, Jean, welcome in. And then after that, then there might be like a pause or a break within talking to them. And then they come back around again. Because they want to solve this roadblock. Red flag, justice. Wow. I heard this Libra is a planner. It's a delicate situation. Why did I say Libra? Why did I say that? I mean, I'm looking at the card, Wheel of Fortune. And the Phoenix. Oh. This person, they're going through a rebirth right now. I just seen the Sapphire too. But they're going through, right now, I'm going through changes. Wow, they might be going through some karma. And then again, it's the same two cards that came out before. It's the sword and the scales with the boomerang. I think that when this person comes to talk to you, just listen, because you're going to hear yet again, they're going through the recovery of something, and it's the return of what is yours, basically. Oh, cool. But yeah, they're bringing back something. Okay. They might actually, if you talk to this person about like spiritual stuff or something on that level, it worked. I feel like that's all I can really say. Like they went, okay, at the bottom of the deck, you have the, oops, that's really bright. I switched my lighting in here, so you might not be able to see it. There we go. I heard switching the narrative, but they researched on it, or they went down a rabbit hole. They went looking. And now it feels like a paradox or a resolution they want to conquer. This energy does feel like that. It feels like there's a masculine we all have masculine and feminine energies, and we all know that. So it doesn't matter if this is a male or a female, but what it feels like is that there is a masculine energy that is determined. If nothing else, this person wants to come in, talk to you. I keep hearing like make things right. And that there goes that song playing again in my head. The Why Can't We Be Friends? But if nothing else, they want to tell you that they did the research and you were right. And it feels like I'm making it and just not, I don't know. What is the means of this? Okay, because I was going to ask, what is the means of what this connection was? And right when I was picking up the cards, it was you both lived each other. This was a friend or a connection, whatever the connection may have been, where you lifted each other up. You guys both could have been going through hard stuff together and lifted each other out of it. Okay, so what happens after that? Can I know what happens after all of this? Because that might have been the part that I missed. The Tower, a sudden change. Choices, then you get the Sun. Ace of Cups and the Six of Cups. Oh, you get the choice. The Lovers. Friends make the best lovers. I don't know. It and all is good in the land. It's like it brings back balance in the land. It brings back something, but it's Ace of Cups. It's the Sun, it's the Lovers, and it's the Six of Cups. Three of Swords, though. What's the Three of Swords? What's the Three of Swords? Five of Pentacles. The hardship, the loss. That's what the Three of Swords was. For some of you, it's the isolation is bringing heartache. And it's the masculine. This masculine is realizing what it's like because you were the world. Huh. So maybe I don't know. I was going to say, maybe I'm making light of the situation for what the masculine is going through, but a part of me, I'm not being all, I don't know. I feel, compassion and empathy for this person, but at the same time, what did you do? Because if that person was a supporter, what happened to do that? Temperance. Yeah, if she was if she was all of that, what happened? It just feels like, I don't want to keep dwelling on it, but it feels like, and that might be kind of what it is. The masculine might come around and be like, I don't want to keep, rehatching this but it's because he's hurt. But at the same time, because you walked away, you let this person go. Yet they walked away, so you let them go. I don't really understand. Maybe that's what it was. They didn't really understand this connection when it happened. Seven of Swords. They were lying to themselves. Page of Pentacles. Ten of Cups. Page of Wands. They did not, wow, Ace of Wands. They did not tell you how happy you make this person. They did not tell you. That's what they were holding back, because you got the Page of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, Page of Wands. That's like also like I told you that somebody wasn't emotionally balanced at this time, mature, all of that, to handle this type of thing. High Priestess, that's it. They couldn't handle it. For some of you, it might have scared them, because it does feel like it was a heavy-duty connection, because you lifted each other out of, like, The shadowy place. Wow, I can't pick up my cards. Okay. All right. Is there anything else that needs to be said about this connection and what we need to know before I move on? Anything else that needs to be said? Queen of Swords. I think you will listen. Oh, no, that slipped off my finger. I'm sorry. Those ones did. This one came out though. Nine of Swords. I think you'll hear this person out. Why is a Nine of Swords here? You've had sleepless nights over this person. You've been curious. Find out information. Page of Swords. Ten of Swords. Wow, there's so many swords. It's like it ended. So now you're going to try something new. And then you got the Moon. Empress. The Fool. This is time for you to have a new beginning. So it feels like it's up to you on what you choose to decide to do. You'll probably look it over and think about it. And then if it, if you're still feeling that energy where it's like, I feel betrayed or I feel, this, that, the other, then you'll keep it ended. And then the Ace of Wands with the Moon, you just don't know what the future is going to hold, but you know that you're going to be in your full-fledged Empress energy with the possibility of whatever you want. So, wow. And at the bottom of the deck is Ace of Swords. Like, that's the truth. So you might just go completely into new energy. Like, you know what? I'm good. Because I just cracked open the deck twice and you already know that this person's an in and out energy. They come in and out. Because I seen the Knight of Wands with the Three of Pentacles. It's like they wanted, be lovers or in a connection, but then they leave. So it's the same thing. Okay. All right. So then let me see. I think I can get one more out of this time frame. What happens after everything is said and done? What then happens, please? With totally different situation, because I don't want to keep pulling on that energy. What else can you expect in the next 24 to 36 hours, please? What else? One more shuffle. This feels like a side note or something. If you feel like the impulse to like jump and do something or make a quick decision, don't. It feels like wait before making any hasty, I'm hearing hasty decisions over the next 24 to 36 hours. One more, please. Somebody wants to play. Silly. I'm going to get the Journeyman. Be here now. Be present. Death. And the Oak Man, huh? Let me see. I don't know why I want to laugh. This card gives off so many giggles to me. You might be going somewhere and I don't know. This could be like a silly little friend or a kid or something. I honestly want to say it feels like somebody cracks a joke and you're just like, oh my God, that's so stupid. but it makes you laugh yet and still. I don't know. Somebody wants to play. And what? What is this? What's going on here? Something needs to change. Then you get the internet. Somebody might feel, if this isn't you, this might be a person who normally makes you laugh. They're not doing it, but it's because they're having a low point. It feels like because something on the internet. What is this? Yeah, they're going through a storm. You might not even know it. Yeah. This is somebody who's saying, oh, everything's fine, but it's really not. You've got like throwing somebody off their scent. They're going to resolve the problem by themselves. This person always does that. They overcome their own obstacles. You would have no clue what this person is going through. This is like the strong person in the group. Like, that's kind of something when it's like, if somebody's always the strong friend or, stuff like that, they're always strong. A lot of people don't check on them because they always think, well, you're good, you're strong. But sometimes it's the strongest ones that actually need a friend. Okay, they need balance. Red flag. Going public. They might see something. I did say this, the internet card. They might see something public about a friend. They need support right now. And then you've got two cards that talk about soulmate, which we already know soulmates can be many, many different people in our lives are soulmates. You might just have a friend that's going through something. They need support. Okay. Okay. If this is someone where you're like, are you okay? Are you okay? I can hear it where this person gets, I don't want to say annoyed, but they don't want to say that they're okay. They don't want to tell you what's wrong. So asking somebody if they're okay, you're not going to get the truth. Pay attention. That's my whole point. Pay attention. Don't just ask them. It's like pay attention to something. The dominoes. Okay. Oh, what's going on? Communication. Transformation. Making stable changes. It feels like if you do like a grand gesture or something like this to this friend, it's going to help them emerge from something. It's going to be a turning point for them. Right, because we do have the Death card right here. Okay, so then what's the Oak Man? Tell me about the Oak Man. Their confidence comes back. Resilience. You might just, and then you've got like established. Okay. So this person might be like silencing or, this just, I don't know, going silent or something just because, I don't want to say just because it does feel like it's something they seen that kind of took away their funniness. You'll be able to tell just in that factor, I want to say. And be able to tell this person's going through something. And it's almost like you can set something in motion with the dominoes to help something within communicating with this person. And then it just changes the course of the day. Hermit and the Master. Yeah, you just changed somebody's perspective on something. It feels like just from a simple conversation. A simple, I don't want to say checking in because it does feel like somebody's just kind of like, why are you asking me if I'm okay? It's like, no, I'm not okay. But I think maybe if that is what happens, it's more or less to understand this person isn't upset with you. They're upset with the situation. And I think you knowing that helps, or you do something. to help this person. Windy road. This woman. It's like it makes them do something. It's like a forced reaction, and then they become like the bodybuilder, where they decide to, you know, get back into their power to resolve. They take a deeper look. Okay, and then they got the blinders. They find out what the core value of something is. I mean, this is only 24 to 36 hours worth of energy, so I don't think it's like in that depth. Crystal ball. Yeah, especially if you're being very, yeah, and then you've got the internet again with the world. And judgment. Wow. It feels like if you're like clear cut with this person, like, I mean, of course you're going to be sympathetic and all that because it's, you know, somebody who's dear to you that makes you laugh. It's a soulmate. But it feels like, you know, you're being witty or you're being something with this person. And it gives them like a gut reaction to make a different judgment call, if that makes sense. What does this have to do with? Six of Cups, Knight of Cups. They might have seen somebody from their past, or like they're a soulmate, somebody who they believe to be a soulmate or something, get a romantic offer, and they seen it with the Page of Swords. So they might have seen something on the internet that had to do with somebody who they didn't want to see do that. Juggling. Holding on. King of Cups. Five of Pentacles. Oh, this isn't your situation. This is like somebody you're around or something like that. You see it because you see their behavior change. And what happened is it feels like I don't know if they were rejected or because when these two cards came out, it felt like somebody was saying, or feeling like, well, mine wasn't good enough. King of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. So it's like, I'll work on myself and I'll just be single. And so they end up doing that. They take the action of just being single and just finding their own abundance. This feels weird. And then, yeah, then blocking of the drama happens. And they move forward fast. They move forward fast. Didn't I say that? I did. Where it's like interacting with you and you helping them, it makes something, it's like a flip of a switch happens. And they're just like, okay, dust yourself off and try again. Yeah, they dust themselves off and they try again. But I think the point of what this is that you have a friend or a person in your circle that's a strong person. So you don't typically normally ever worry about them. Oh, wow. That's kind of crazy. Okay, so I don't want to go to that extreme, but what I just got, because I just seen like 2 clips of a visions. I don't know the actual whole story of that, but I did just see their faces. I seen Robin Williams and Matthew Perry. So they were good at making people laugh, but they were suffering inside. I don't know what relevance that has to do with this, but just a heads up, because I did just get that and see that. So it feels like if you're around somebody that's just constantly making somebody laugh and stuff like that, it feels like just check on them. Make sure they're, because they're going through a tough time. I do want to say that. And people just assume if, people are like the strongest one of the group, they don't need, help. Or if they are the ones who's always making somebody laugh, they're good. It feels like that's not the case here. So just check on them, I guess. I don't know. I heard public service announcement. Okay. I have no idea. I just know that's that's what I'm getting. So, okay, I will, I guess, leave that here. And if you're available, Jane, I can come back on and do questions. I can message you once we get off here to see if we can do that, and I can come back on and answer questions for people. If not, I hope you, sure, okay. All right, so I'll just need a couple of minutes, guys, to just clear the energy, drink some water, do all of that, and then, okay, I just need a couple minutes, and then I can come back on and do questions, okay, guys? So I'll see you in a beat, That's my cue. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, bye.